Yes everybody, Rachel K. Collier here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I think may be one of the best creative plugins I've ever used before. It's out today, it's a brand new collaboration between Andrew Huang himself and Baby Audio, and it's called Transit. To summarize the plugin in one line, it's a multi-FX plugin. You've got 18 different effect modules to choose from that you can load into 7 slots to all be used at the same time. Now over on Andrew's channel, there's a whole comprehensive video showing you how to use Transit. I thought I'd set up a little bit of a live rig here, have a little jam with Transit and see how it sounds. I've got a couple mapped to my vocal channel here. I've got my Prophet plugged in, SEO2, Push 3, couple of MIDI controllers. Let's dive in and see how this plugin sounds.
God, I just love these textures so much.
So you just heard Transit in action. Let me show you how it works. We can load Transit onto any channel, MIDI or audio. We've got our 7 slots here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to load in one of our 18 different effects. And then with these little buttons in the middle, we can decide whether we send each of these effects to the big macro knob here to control everything at once, or if we don't turn on the little yellow button, then we can just have it as a static effect. So if we click here, we get a little drop down menu of the 18 different effect modules we can choose from. Bit crusher, distortion, and then just here to the right, these little lines present a drop down menu with a little preset for each of the effect modules. If we come up to the top of the plugin here, this is where we're going to find our main preset window. So in my little jam then, I used quite a few of the Transit presets, but you can also create your own and save them in user. One way to make presets, which is so much fun, is the randomize little dice up here. We click that and we're just going to get a huge random combination to send to our macro knob. So for my little jam, I actually had 3 transits on my vocal channel. I MIDI mapped the main macro knob to 3 different knobs on my MIDI fighter. And I also mapped the on and off button. So when I push down the button, it turns the effect on, and then turning it adjusts the amount. You can see it coming into action. A nice simple one, a filter, delay, and OTT. And for the second vocal loop here, this is a really cool feature. You can change the macro knob into a little time control button, so you can actually tell Transit when you want the effect to come on and off. For my third little vocal loop, it's quite funny. If you hear it dry, and then with Transit, then if I click my automation here in Ableton, you can see there's lots more automations going on with Transit. And I was using it as well for doing some super cool little sweepy effects. So I hope that's enough to get you going. That's how I set up Transit in this little jam. Now let's go to part 2 of the video. So as well as being an incredible sound design effect tool for all your sounds in your productions and a live setup, I know that when Andrew and Baby Audio were designing Transit, one of their main focuses was to try and make the workflow of creating a transition easier. So I've got a little song here from my live set. I'm going to show you a previous transition that I did in my last show, and I'm going to show you what I can do with Transit to up the transitions game. So let's get into it. I'm going to trigger a little kick drum here. Another little drum riff, main riff from the song. And I would build up all these clips, get the audience going. Maybe a little whoa, some little improvisations there. And then how I would move into the next section, we'll do a high pass filter with Ableton Live's auto filter, which you can hear now. And then I actually bounce down a whole transition into a scene. So check it out. And then I would trigger the next scene and move into the actual song. Play the song, yeah. Okay, so now let's try that again with Transit for my transition. I'm going to start with the classic. I've got a bit of reverb, delay, OTT, and pump. Let's go. Kick drum, drum loop, and the riff, vocal loop, get the audience going. Okay, and now let's do the classic, turning the plugin on. Empty scene, and in. So much better. I love it. Okay, now let's try another one. So next up we're going to try Sweep Up and Out. So this is a filter 24, reverb, delay, and the utility. Here we go. I think this one sounds a bit more Berlin. Let's just bring everything in. Here we go. I love the reverb in this one. So this is so cool. This is actual game changer for my live sets. I could load up several different transit effects and have so much fun with the transitions, and I can use them across all the different songs as well. So there we have it, guys. That was my first little play and jam with Transit. I absolutely love this plugin. Massive congratulations to Andrew and Baby Audio for making such an amazing tool for us all to use. I really feel like this is going to be a signature plugin for most producers out there. If you haven't already, then make sure you head over to Andrew's channel where you can check out a fully comprehensive tutorial of Transit where he shows you every nook and crook of the plugin. Head over to Baby Audio to get that. I'll put a little link in my description. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here with me today and watching this video. If you want to see more content from me, more behind the scenes stuff, how I make all my vids, put things together, join in my community. We've got listening parties every month. We've got our first live event in London this weekend. Then head over there now. I'll also put a little link in my description. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all next time. Mwah.